Now you will very, very rarely use this on the needle jet just because it'll damage things. All you'll ever do is pretty much your fan. At the beginning of the COVID lockdown, I purchased this Karcher X5. I did a few things around the house, cleaning furniture, etc., just preparing for the summer. But I find it to be quite heavy and bulky. But the worst thing about it is all this trailing cable. Now I know you can loop it up over this, but it's still a hassle. So I wanted something that was a bit more portable, a bit lighter, but more than anything else, I wanted this, which goes on the top of this, and you can basically reel it off and reel it back on again. So it keeps everything really compact. So that's why I've bought this Paxcess pressure washer. Now just as a quick comparison, that's about 140 bar and 2.1 kilowatt. This is 2 kilowatt and 150 bar. So it's a little more powerful with a smaller motor, but more than anything else, it's lighter. So I'm going to put this together and then I'll show you it in action, and I'll just point out a couple of differences. But for me, this is the winner. This is the one that will be going in the back of the car when I'm going around to different places. So let's get it built. Right, so nice and easy to put this together. I'll just go through what you've got. You've obviously got your lance handle and your lance itself. We'll connect those up in a moment. You've got your retractable hose there, which fits on top to the handle. You've got a bracket to hold this on. You've got a water filter there. Obviously that screws onto that. You get supplied with a hose clip tight quick release hose connector, and this is for the lance. That just clicks on at the side there, and some screws. Right, so let's get it done. First of all, I'm just going to put the handle onto the side, and it just pushes in like that, and you're away. The second thing that I'm going to do before we put the handle on is I'm just going to get this and feed it underneath there, and you'll see why in a moment. So I get the handle, pop it onto there with that fed under. You can feed it under once you've put it together, but it's just a lot easier this way. Right, you get supplied 2 screws for the handle, and they're simply, once you've put the handle on, they screw into these 2 holes here just to keep it in place. So let's get that done. Okay, that's that one in place. Now this is where the next 4 screws come in useful. So let's just pop those there for a moment. Right, now we're going to get this and we're going to put it in place into these 2 recesses there. Right, now I'll show you on the side. So you've got 2 screw holes there, 2 screw holes on the other side. You've got a pipe on this side and a handle on the other, obviously, and it just sits in place like that. You can see now it's flush. So let's get some screws into there. And then on this side here, this is where we use this bracket. So again, pop it into place there. And it just fits over the 2 screw holes like that. Get the screws. Right, so that's it. The handle and the retractable hose are now in place. We've got that coming out of the front. Just pull it up there a second. Right, let's get these other connectors done. So take those off. You see there's also a water filter in that already. Right, let's connect up the hose that connects to the retractable one. You simply push it in, turn that over, Once it finds the thread, screw it home. Just going to do that finger tight. That's that one. Now this one, and pop it over there. You've already got your washer and everything on, so you don't need to worry about that. Screw that home. Again, just finger tight. Okay, that's that done. Get the lance holder, pop that onto pop that into place like so, and that actually holds the cable in place as well. Not the cable, sorry, the fixed hose goes behind there. Right, that's all that sorted. Just pop that to one side for a second. Now, as far as the lance goes, that's nice and easy. All you do, it's got some keyed lugs on it. You pop it in. They're normally sprung. Just push it to and turn it, and it's secure that now. Yep, that's that done. Right, now we'll connect the hose up to it. Basically, all you do is push it home. You'll hear it click like that, and that's locked into place. It's not going anywhere. To release it, all you do is put your thumb on there, push it, and pull it out. Push it in, locked, push, pull it out, and that's it. Right, okay, so that's the lance all done. You can just store it in there like that, but if you're moving it around, this is going to drag on the floor. So what I'd recommend is that you actually remove the lance like that, pop it in there, and then that just sits in there. You can see how compact that is now. Right, let's give it a try. So as I say, you do get that adapter. We've all seen the quick release hose adapters like this. This is already on the hose, so I don't need that. I'll put that in the pocket till next time. You get it, just push it on. That's it, it's not going anywhere now, that. On-off switch there. Let's get it plugged in, get the water turned on, and then get using it. We'll see in situ. No, I've been down this morning. Right, okay, so we've got power to it, water's all sorted. We'll just get this set back up again. And again, push in, turn it, and it's locked into place. This here, I'll show you this in more detail, but if you've ever used a pressure washer, and you can refer to the other video, the most powerful it can be is with a needle jet. But when you've got a needle jet and you're cleaning something, you're either going to damage it or you're only going to be cleaning very small areas, which makes it difficult. So by turning this, it creates a fan. So the overall pressure where it impacts is reduced, but you've got a lot greater coverage. But again, you'll see that in a minute. Right, so that's that done. Right, I think one of the things to notice is, even though I've only put these finger tight, there's no water leaking out there, so you don't need to over tighten. That's one of the main things. And obviously there's your on off button, so all turned off now. Right, let's see it in use. Oh, before we see it in use, on the back you've got a detergent bottle there, so you just take that off, put your detergent in, pop that back on, and then you're away. This is obviously for the electrical cable, of which you get absolutely loads of. So as long as you've got enough pipe and your 26 feet of hose there, you can go further distance. Right, so let's see it in use now. Before I do, I'll just show you a couple of things on it. Right, remember what I said about this? When it's closed like that, you've got a fan. When it's open, you've got a needle jet. If I'm cleaning a large surface area, I'll reduce it down. One of the other things is, you can turn it to low pressure mode simply by pushing that forward. And by pulling it back, it's back to high pressure mode again. And if we have a look at the handle, this is a lock. So if I go like that, can't press it now for safety reasons, and open it, I can now press it and you'll see it working. Right, okay, so we've got it switched on, got it in high pressure mode, and oops, there's a, go on this side, the wind's blowing. Right, so that's the fan, and if I turn it, you'll see it go to a needle. There's the needle. Needle, and fan. Fan, needle. Simple as that. Right, now let's get a piece of furniture cleaned up. Right, so you can see where I've already started cleaning it and it's taken all the lichen off there. So let's just carry on with that. You see it's brought that up fantastically. Okay, we'll just carry on round here so that you can see it. Just something to take into account. If the fan isn't in the right direction, say you want it that way instead of that way, all you do is get that, push it, and then you can turn the head. Now you can see what an absolutely excellent job it's done there. You can see what an absolutely excellent job it's done there. It's taken all that lichen off. You can adjust the pressure so that you're not going to damage the wood, but this is a really old bench, so I just want to get it all cleaned up. So let's get that finished, then we'll have a look at it when it's done. And that's the after. Now obviously it's all dark because it's wet, because I've just finished a few minutes of very enjoyable work. But you can see, compared to how it was, there's no lichen on it whatsoever now. And this particular bench hadn't been cleaned for, must be about 13 years. The slats, they're a bit more difficult to get off, but it's taken all the lichen off anyway. And then you can see the arm, it's taken it all off there, all off the back, all off there. So it's done a really, really good job. Okay, so let's do an in summary. It was extremely easy to put together. It's performed probably better than I thought it was going to do. I've bought it to go in the back of the car. It's compact. It's actually very powerful. It's done a fantastic job on the bench, as you can see. It's easy to dismantle as well if you do want to put it into a small space. You've got your lock on your handle. You can vary the water pressure if you're using your detergent. All in all, even when I'm comparing it to the Karcher, so the Karcher was about £50 more, but it's not as compact. It's not as easy to put away as this. I mean, when you're finished and all you have to do is literally just wind it up like that. Let's move that. That is easy to put away. Take that off, pop that into there, pop that into there, and you're away. So yeah, that's a real recommendation from me.